Hey, it took like 2 seconds too long for this thing to start. I want to get in and get out. You know how it go. This is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Oh, let me slow down because I still see I have more track to burn. And I'm going to say everything too fast and it's just going to be quiet. Thank you if you're watching this. You made it to a portion of the video, probably the 4-minute, 8-second mark. Thank you for doing that. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, yada, yada, yada. What is LA TV? I don't know. Maybe you should watch it and see. Yeah, so right now we're covering celebrity news and things. Tomorrow we're probably covering cats and stuff. The next day after that we're probably talking about squirrels, stuff flying around in the sky. Whatever comes to mind. Durr! Yeah, that was durr! Thank you for watching. Durr!
Hey, what's up? It's me, LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for coming in. This is the sound quality check before I really get in here and get things going. How are you guys doing? I wanted to do a celebrity news and things really quickly since I have the free time. I want to talk about Irv Gotti simply because I actually have the time to be in a news facet where I'm current. Um, the video is simply called Who is Irv Gotti? Simply because a lot of us may not know who he is. That's just what it is because we have a lot of people on our playing field of social media who are new, and the social gap is like 20 years now between them and us. And also a refresher course for myself of wondering who slash remembering who Irv Gotti is. I'm going through my toggles right now as I am actually talking to you guys to make sure everything is going well and on full cylinders. This is my celebrity news and team segment. Thank you for coming in, and also thank you for following me over from my newspaper portion in the morning, which is still technically morning. Please excuse me as I multitask. In the morning, I have a portion on here where I read the celebrity news. No, not the celebrity news, the newspapers and such. So it's really fun to do that. Let me get my things in here. Tell everybody hello. Thank you for coming in. And then I'll get ready to play the intro for celebrity news and we can get into the whole Irv Gotti of it all. There, let me put that in there and put this to the top. And message. And StreamYard, there we go. Let me find the introduction so we can begin. Thank you guys for coming in.
Welcome back. In the video, for those who can see, it's obvious there's a few clips of the things that we went over in celebrity news and things as the music bed rolls. And for the ones who are just listening, thank you for listening. In this music bed, there are clips of videos that we went over for our celebrity news and things in reference to all of the TGIF Fridays. And we even talk about Ben and Jen and all the hoopla they have going on. We covered this like 1 or 2 years ago, but it's resurfaced again. So if you're interested in Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, come on into LA TV Celebrity News and Things because we talk about them too. Prepare for the countdown. We're about to begin. Thank you for coming in.
Okay, there we go. I was just waiting for it. It's so weird how it pops me in when I'm not even aware I'm getting popped in. Substitution, and me, dun, 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 multiply my love. Was there too much? Dun, dun, dun. Substitution, what's the problem, girl? And me, you supposed to be singing something from Irv, you fool, not Chris Brown. Well, I'm sorry. Excuse me for living. Okay, let me grab my coffee and my water is right over here. I'm going to be sharing the screen, and since I'm recording this or filming this live vertically, the letters and stuff for you to follow may be tiny, but nonetheless, I'll be sharing my screen and reading everything for you. Once again, my name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for coming into Celebrity News and Things. Let me get everything set up so I can start to share the screen and read some information off of it to let you know who he is, so we can all be on one accord. Who is Irv Gotti? I'll start with the Bing search first. I don't want to share audio. You put share, and let me go here to, guys, I have a lot of tabs open. I want to make sure I open up the correct tab. Add to stage. There I am. Look how tiny I am now. I'm so tiny. Now let me see if I can get this prepared so I can read it to you. The next thing I need to do is, for my peace of mind, play some music in the background for soothing purposes. Okay, make sure that's on. All right, I have the music now. I can kind of focus. So let me get to my page I need to share. Let me be careful. All right, news about Irv Gotti. I went to Bing.com first, okay? Bing.com. And I wanted to see what they had to offer and what they were going to pull up first. So if you are following me, I'm on Bing.com, and I simply typed in who is Irv Gotti, and news about Irv Gotti came up. Hip hop mogul who founded Murder Inc. passes away. You'll be able to see as I scroll down some of the information that's currently popping right now, right? This is just a broad stroke on what's happening in real time by way of Bing.com's information. He has an ex-wife. I didn't even know they were divorced, honestly. I can only assume that he was married because most celebrity guys, whether they're into marriage or not, they find themselves getting married because they want to grow their family. I know that's kind of like a boring reason to get married because you may not even like the lady, but you want the kid. But growing up in that time, that's how social media was. So I didn't even know that they were divorced, but I do know he had kids, you know. As far as the whole timeline of his marriage, I was pretty much oblivious to it. So I'm kind of going to be learning about him together for those who don't even really know who he is. No shade or anything, it's just what it is. I grew up where we couldn't listen to this type of music, so that caused me to be really behind in times during my time, so I missed out on a lot. So I'm familiar with Irv Gotti as far as the name, and it's like Irv Gotti, he sounds familiar, ... Ashanti, Murder Inc. And that's about all I have. So I will be learning about him together. And this is what's going on right now in the YouTube field. For you YouTubers out here, shouts out to Storm Monroe. He pops up first at the top. I don't like when people put the word DEAD right into the timeline. I know it's flashy, but it's so sad. So we have Storm Monroe's videos up already. We have Bree with the T. Congratulations, y'all, for, is that Bree with the T or B with the T? Congratulations. It's nice to see new faces when I go through the YouTube timeline, you know, to see who's trending. Then Breakfast Club. Wow, Breakfast Club is not first. What? Dang, 310 views. 71,000. I'm not sure how Storm beat out Breakfast Club from being at the top, but Storm's at the top. B with the T is second. Then we've got the Yo Gotti. What do you call them? Shorts. We have Breakfast Club. And this says here, this was from a day ago. I get it because this is from a day ago. It's not current yet, so that's why Storm, to my knowledge, is trekking right now. Because this was 11 hours ago, so he's leading with, as far as the timeline of news, I believe. So, okay, that's what's up. So, yesterday, which was a day ago, Breakfast Club, it says that Irv Gotti reportedly on life support. Wow. Drake responds to Yee, what in the world's going on? But so he was on life support yesterday. And then there's something here from 5 years ago from DJ Vlad. Irv Gotti thinks, ooh, well, you can read the title right there. It's not even showing, y'all. Hold on. I need this page to show. I just realized because I have a monitor, it's not even showing anything. So I'm up here running my mouth, just realizing what's going on. Bear with me. Thank you for bearing with me. So what I need to do is share that particular screen. I went to a different screen and I thought we were still on the same accord. You're listening to me, but I'm still going to show you the visuals because it's better to also have visuals with everything. So let me go to share screen. Hang on, guys. I want to share this. Share, and let me go back here and push add to stage. Now we're on the same page. Thank you for sticking with me during that misstep. So here's what I was rambling on about far as the news. I typed in to the YouTube portion, right, to see what's currently going on in the world of the YouTubers. Since I am a YouTuber for 13 years, I've been on here for that long. Storm Monroe is at the top, and I thought that was really cool. Followed by Storm is first, followed by B with the T is second. And it's really nice to see new faces in the realm of YouTube when breaking news happens. It's nice not to see the same old people all the time. Storm's been around for a long time, but usually it's someone else before him. And now we've got B with the T on there. I can only assume that it's a girl. It's a girl! I know it's a girl. Y'all remember that from Beauty and the Beast? So Irv Gotti passes away, age 54. Storm's video went up 11 hours ago. And then B with the T is a day ago. These are the shorts that are currently trending right now in reference to Irv Gotti news. It's not telling me at the bottom who these shorts are from, like the platform, but shouts out to you guys. Then I thought it was odd because Breakfast Club is not at the top of the key. They're third. They're not even first. And what I realized is probably because this news with Breakfast Club is a day old. And currently Storms is the newest one out there that's probably trending and have most of the numbers. And then this is something with DJ Vlad from 5 years ago. And I kind of don't want to read the title, but you'll be able to see what it says, okay? I just don't want to read the title. Then underneath Vlad's, it's an hour ago with 699 views from Eyewitness News, ABC, CN. What is it? ABC 7NY. So I believe that's probably ABC News, Channel 7, New York. Shout out New York. Irv Gotti, who helped launch careers of rap star, passes away at 54. That's where we are right now. And remember when I was talking about a few seconds ago how I was trying to relate who Irv Gotti is to me in my timeline? Here's a picture with him and Ashanti. Now, didn't they date before? And then I paused because there was a story wrapped in the fact of Ashanti and Irv Gotti where I don't think Ashanti wanted to be with him because, according to her, he wasn't very nice. And currently, Ashanti is married to Nelly, and she has one actual baby that's a real Goo Goo Gaga baby. And is Ashanti pregnant now? Either way, double, triple congratulations to you, Ashanti. But Ashanti is not with Irv. She's currently and hopefully forevermore will be with Nelly. They did tie the knot, and she has started her family, and her family should be expanding. So let me get out of here. That's on my timeline right now of things to talk about with you guys. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and prepare for the next tab that I have that I want to talk about. And that tab is reading and informing to you guys who Irv Gotti is. Hang on. I want to make sure I have everything in order. You have to breathe and take your time. It's weird looking at this vertically. I like the horizontal way, actually. Nonetheless, have to change with the times. I am looking for my next tab, and the next tab is to explain to you who he is. Let me go to stop screen, go to present, share screen, who is Irv Gotti? Go back to share. I think I need to cut this in half so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Ooh, I hope I don't make a mistake. Because we're on live. Ooh. I'll cut it in half. She cut it in half, you monster. I've been half. There it is. So let me go back. Who is Irv Gotti? I typed in who is Irv Gotti, so I'm expecting to find a Wikipedia, but Wikipedia don't come up first. So as I share this screen, I hope you guys are following me. Let me give it a minute to see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Because if we're not, I don't know what's going on because I'm doing everything according to plan. I did it. Yes. Live and you learn. Live and you learn. We're on key. Okay. Irv Gotti, who shaped 1990s hip hop, passes away at age 54. This is brought to you by BBC.com News. And this article is actually 4 hours ago. Oh, I had to put on my glasses. Irv Gotti was part of a wave of hip-hop producers like Dr. Dre and Timberland, whose name carried as much clout as the stars they worked with. It would make sense for him to work with Dr. Dre. I don't remember him working with Timberland, but once again, that's me just not knowing. Irv Gotti, the U.S. music producer who created hits for Ja Rule, Ashanti, DMX, and Jennifer Lopez, has passed away at age 54. Best known as the founder of the recordable label Murder Inc., has signature style of blending hip-hop beats with smooth R&B melodies. Shaped the sound of the charts in the late 1900s and early 2000s. As a writer and producer, his multi-platinum hits included the J-Lo and Ja Rule duets, Ain't It Funny, Really? Unreal, the Ashanti tracks Foolish and Always on Time, and Fat Joe's What's Love. Now, I didn't know he had his hand in that. Tell me something. I didn't know that. So I had to read that again. It says, best known as the founder of the record label Murder Inc., his signature style of blending hip-hop beats with smooth R&B melodies shaped the sound of the charts in the late 1900s. Is that 1900s? No. The late 90s and early 2000s. As a writer and producer, his multi-platinum hits included the J-Lo and Ja Rule duets, Ain't It Funny? Wow, that's hard to believe. I didn't know he had his hands in that. Shanti's Foolish and Always on Time, and Fat Joe's What's Love. I do remember those songs. Ain't it funny? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Ashanti, they all had that same vibe and time. It was good music. But it still made me feel kind of uncomfortable. It was something in the back of the music that made me feel kind of weird. But I do remember it because it was actually during my time growing up with Shanti Foolish. They played that at my prom. That's why I remember it. And Fat Joe, What's Love? Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I remember that. I liked the beat mainly. It was nice to hear Ashanti because Ashanti reminded me of the black version of Britney Spears. She was like, to me, our black Britney Spears. The What's Love song was a fun song. It was more lively and up to beat compared to the other ones that they listed. Okay. And here's something that's interesting. It says people get confused because it sounds like pop music. He told The Guardian in 2002, yeah, it had a pop feel to it. Before I probably even knew the category of what pop music was. But we make black music first and foremost. And all our records is hood first. That's what Irv said. A cause of death has not been announced, but the music mogul has battled diabetes-related issues and suffered what was described as a minor stroke in the early 2024. What I don't understand is how celebrities who have the finances to get checked don't. And I'm only assuming that based on how the story has been going. It's the same old thing. As soon as something bad happens, now they want to have a public display announcement or whatever. Y'all go get help. Your health is important. Now you want to talk about it? You have the finances, and if you wanted to, you could have blocked out some time to go to the doctors. You have the luxury to do that. I just don't get it. So cause of death has not been announced, but the music mogul had battled diabetes-related issues and suffered what was described as a minor stroke in early 2024. That's what Breakfast Club's timeline was talking about. They were referring to the stroke he had. I think perhaps Breakfast Club was relating to his second stroke that he had since then. At the time, Gotti's representative said he had changed his diet and had been suffering and successfully making a full recovery. Excuse me. Born Irving Lorenzo in Hollis, Queens in 1971, his career began as a product for New York MC Mick Geronimo. That's how you spell his name. I've heard of DJ Geronimo in reference to like the history documentaries that I do enjoy listening to. I would hear Geronimo's name mentioned often during the periods of those times. That's cool. Under the moniker DJ Irv. His big break came when he continued to Jay-Z's debut album, Reasonable Doubt, in 1996. The rapper christened him the Dawn of Hip-Hop, renaming him Irv Gotti in reference to the mafia boss John Gotti. Ooh. He didn't want to be like Michael Jordan. He didn't want to be like Ronald McDonald. He wanted to be like Mafia boss John Gotti. His next move was to sign gravel voice rapper DMX to the legendary rap label Def Jam Records. I do recall hearing a history during DMX's timeline about him blending his timeline with Murder Inc. and Irv Gotti and such. So it's nice to see everything come together because it actually checks and balances itself out quite naturally. The label was in the middle of a rough patch, losing ground to Sean Combs' flashy, aspirational Bad Boy Inc. label. Dawg. More history, y'all. DMX was the antidote to combo style, stripped back raw and connected to the streets. That read really funny. With Gotti as executive producer, his debut album is Dark and Hell is Hot, sold 4 million copies in the US. Now, it's Dark and Hell is Hot is reference to DMX, correct? If I'm not mistaken, that album is like a red and maroon and black color, and it has a tight shot of DMX from like the shoulders up, and of course he's bald, but I believe that's how that album cover looked. So it says, with Gotti as executive producer, his debut album is Dark and Hell is Hot. It is dark and hell is hot. With Gotti as executive producer, his debut album is Dark and Hell is Hot, sold 4 million copies in the US and spawned the hip-hop classic Rough Riders anthem. It also saved Def Jam's reputation. When we were on Bended Knee, Irv brought the heat and saved our behinds, said Lawyer Cohen, who was chief executive of the label from 1998 to 2004, and now serves as YouTube head of music. Y'all, did y'all know that? When we were on Bended Knee, shouts out to Boys to Men, Irv brought the heat and saved our behinds, said Lawyer Cohen, who was chief executive of the label from 1998 to 2004, and now Lawyer Cohen now serves as YouTube's head of music. I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel weird. This is a nice picture. Look it. Gotti also worked on tracks by Kanye West, who's in the center, and Jay-Z to the right. Look it. This is when they were younger. I wish you guys just stayed the way you were. Because if you look at how, it's preferably Kanye West and Jay-Z look now, they, especially with Jay-Z, he looks mean now. You wouldn't want him reading story time books to the students in class. Acknowledging his issues, Cohen gave Gotti his own label, which he ran with his brother Chris. They chose the name Murder Inc. after watching a documentary about the 20th century New York organized crime group of the same name. What? Reckoning that they could put out hit records in the same way their crime syndicate had put out former hits of Taking Away Lies. The motivation, y'all. It makes me sad sometimes how inspiration is drawn up. But that's how it was back then. It's a reflection of how you were watching the unfortunately the rap industry and the stream of music be motivated and gain their inspiration, and it's through bad stuff. And now speed the camera up to 2025. Look where it's getting everybody. Their careers are getting their careers are passing away. It's how you start is how you finish. Apparently, they're finishing not on the softer side of Sears, man. It's not ending well. It started out with the motivation and inspiration of that's terrible. Let me see where I'm at. Let me get back to where I'm at. Okay, so that's why they chose the name Murder Inc. in the first place. Their first assignee was Ja Rule, who saw massive commercial success with hits like Holla Holla, Living It Up, Always on Time, and the UK #1 Wonderful. Gotti also discovered the singer Ashanti. He did as a teenager and partnered her with his rap artist for a sprinkle of melodic fairy dust. I thought that was funny to have like this rapper singing like have this girl come in like I'm like, okay, so it's like Beauty and the Beast and Belle singing. It was kind of like that Beast from Beauty and the Beast and Belle made an album. That's how it was with Ja Rule and Ashanti. Snap. Now that's funny. Okay, so Gotti also discovered the singer Ashanti as a teenager and partnered her with his rap artist for a sprinkle of melodic fairy dust. As a solo act, he also had a run of top 10 hits in the early 2000s with songs like Foolish, Rock With You, and Only You. Gotti earned a Grammy for co-producing Ashanti's infamous debut in 2002, which won Best Contemporary R&B Album. Congratulations. Murder Inc. also lent credibility to Jennifer Lopez's music career with popular remixes of I'm Real and Love Don't Cost a Thing, giving her frothy pop hits and urban edge. Overall, Gotti was credited as a producer on 28 U.S. chart hits from artists including Mary J. Blige, Fat Joe, and Kanye West. Look at the picture of the 2022 BET Awards. Y'all, I like the BET Awards because it's for us. And that's that on that. So I read about Irv Gotti, and I also familiarized myself with who he is, actually. I'm going to go to the survey because I put in the survey. If any of you listen to his music, do you listen to Irv Gotti music? It's half and half. Half of you said yes and half of you said no, which is quite understandable because it's such a time gap in between when he first came out and to the youngins who are out today. But if you're a music head, you will know who he is nonetheless. So I read about who Irv Gotti is so we all can be on one accord. I would like to come back and do a more thorough, intense research about who he is, but right now I wanted to just start off with something simple and light in reference to who he is. And you know, he's no longer with us anymore. That's too bad. It's because of diabetes. They say he had diabetes, but he had a stroke. That's just too bad. I didn't even know what to bring up. You know, I knew he had a wife, but I don't know if he's currently in a marriage. I would like to know that. Is he still married? Well, you know what I mean. Did he have a family outside of that? How can I look this up and see really quickly what's going on with him? Let me go back to add to stage. I'm going to add to stage and go in here and see if I can find something really quickly. I'm curious to know was Let me see. I want to see what you guys are seeing. I want you to see what I'm seeing is what I'm trying to say. There we go. So I typed in, was Irv Gotti married? And in Bing.com, it says, who are Irv Gotti's children and what happened with ex-wife? What we know as the founder. Has Irv Gotti ever been married? This is from Sportskeeda. I haven't heard of that before. But they're somehow tying Ashanti into this. I wonder how Ashanti feels about now that Irv Gotti's, passed away. These articles are tying her in with this guy. I wonder how she feels about that, because she just moved on with her life, and every article in reference to Ashanti was just simply about Ashanti and or her husband, or Ashanti and her husband and her marriage. Now, in the timelines, it's not going to be just about those happily wedded couple. It's going to be about this guy. It's like her celebration of life is now getting blackened out with this guy passing away. I don't know how she feels about sharing the timeline with him right now when her life is going so great. That's terrible. Was Irv Gotti married when he was with Ashanti? Irv Gotti had an affair with Ashanti while he was married. Irv is still mad at Ashanti. I have to see where this is coming from. Y'all, I just read this, okay? This could be allegedly. But as you can see on the screen, it says it here. So I'm just reading what it says. And this comment was from October 28th, 2019. Okay? In the People Lag section. How can I get more information from this? That's crazy. As you can see on this screen, there's all these weird allegations about all that stuff. That's bananas. So I'm not even going to get into that. I'm going to close this out happy as possible. And we're going to lead in with wikipedia.com, okay? In reference to Irv Gotti specifically, I'm not even getting ready to get into his love triangle, because it sounds just as messy as that picture. It sounds just as messy as Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's love triangle, to which I have videos on Celebrity News and Tings. They could have picked a better picture of Irv on here. Nonetheless, here's a couple of pictures that's going to pop up here of the people. Hollis is a residential middle-class neighborhood within the southeastern section of New York City borough of Queens. While predominantly African-American community, there are small minorities of Hispanics and South Asians residing in the area from which Irv Gotti was born in Hollis, okay? In the Hollis neighborhood of the borough of Queens in New York, Lorenzo was Filipino and African-American descent. Irv Gotti, under the moniker DJ Irv, produced the song Can I Live on Jay-Z's tune. Debuted album Reasonable Doubt. And here's the picture of Reasonable Doubt. Black and white album. That was great cover art. I can't say that. I may have listened to Reasonable Doubt accidentally, not knowing what I was listening to. But if anything, I remember Jay-Z's cover art more than anything, because it was a great poster. Do you remember back in the day when you went to the movie store, not the movie store, the record store, and you can get the CD in addition with the cover art poster? So that's how I remember it. The cover art of Reasonable Doubt was really nice. And so that was more impactful to me than the actual album. And then I'm going to go and read up to the DMX portion, probably wrap it up. It says here in 1997, through Irv death, what is it? What happened? Oh, technical difficulties. I'm glad y'all didn't see that. In 1997, though, is that through or though? In 1997, I don't know, through Irv Def Jam signed artist DMX Gotti as executive producer, oversaw DMX's first studio album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Okay, so that's how the album cover looked. I kind of remember. I actually thought DMX was facing this way. So that must be another album because he's facing that way. Nonetheless, I remember it enough, and that's pretty good because I haven't seen this album cover since forever. So It's Dark and Hell is Hot is the debut solo album by American rapper DMX. It was released on May 19th, 1998 by Def Jam Recordings and Rough Riders Entertainment. It was supported by 4 singles: Get Me the Dog, Stop Being Greedy, Rough Riders Anthem, and How. That's about all. But nonetheless, that's the album cover, and I'm going to just stop it right there. I'm going to stop sharing, get back to the party. And that's that on Irv Gotti. He is no longer with us, but he did play a contribution, a healthy contribution in reference to making good music at the time that shaped where we are today as far as music. Let's say that if he wasn't here, the music that we listed would not have been around. Far as how much credit goes to him, far as percentage wise, I have no idea, but he did play a percentage role into this music history, thusly tying himself in with the greats far as music: Jay-Z, Kanye West, DMX, and dang, what's that dude's name? That's terrible because I see him in my head, but I don't remember his name right now, and I just talked about him. That's messed up, isn't it? What's that guy's name? Ja Rule. There we go. Sorry, Ja. Nonetheless, that is who he is, and he's no longer with us, but thank you for contributing. In reference to music only, thank you for playing a role into the music. Thank you for coming in and sharing, commenting, and subscribing. This is my take on Irv Gotti and just putting it out there and informing you on who he is for those of you who just don't know. That's where we are now. It's time to bridge the gap in music, I suppose. Heck, bridge the gap in music for myself because I still don't know about a lot of this music that's out from my time. I had a pretty good time on here with this. My hopes is to come back on here and make another video. That's my wacko's wish. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. You have a good day, and I'm Audie.
Welcome back. In the video, for those who can see, it's obvious there's a few clips of the things that we went over in celebrity news and things as the music bed rolls. And for the ones who are just listening, thank you for listening. In this music bed, there are clips of videos that we went over for our celebrity news and things in reference to all of the TGIF Fridays. And we even talk about Ben and Jen and all the hoopla they have going on. We covered this like 1 or 2 years ago, but it's resurfaced again. So if you're interested in Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, come on into LA TV Celebrity News and Things because we talk about them too. Prepare for the countdown. We're about to begin. Thank you for coming in.